Welcome to qnawire.
Here we have a function that's a product, so we're going to end up using the product rule to differentiate it. And before I start that, I'm going to rewrite the -1 over x power. So we're going to write this as x squared times e raised to the negative x to the -1. That'll make it easier to differentiate. Okay, so for the derivative, we're going to use the product rule. So we start with the first, x squared, times the derivative of the second. So now it's time to take the derivative of e to the negative x to the -1 power. So we would start with e to the negative x to the -1 power and then multiply by that power. And so the derivative of negative x to the -1 would be positive 1 times x to the -2. Because you bring down the -1, multiply it by the negative that's already there, and then you subtract 1 to get the new power. Okay, so far we have the first times the derivative of the second. Now it's going to be plus the second, e to the negative x to the -1, times the derivative of the first. And the derivative of the first would be x squared, 2x. Derivative of x squared is 2x. Now let's see what we can do with this. So notice that we have x squared times x to the -2. If you add the powers on x there, you get x to the 0, and x to the 0 is 1. So that term is actually just e to the negative x to the -1. And then the other term is 2x times e to the negative x to the -1. So we can factor e to the negative x to the -1 out of both of those terms, and it's time to rewrite it back in its original form, e to the -1 over x. That's being factored out, so what we have left in the first term is just 1, and what we have in the other term is 2x. So we have 1 plus 2x times e to the -1 over x.